Welcome to this week's Your High School Sports Special Edition. It's National Signing Day, and we're going to kick things off right here at Greenville High School. 3 players here at Greenville signed this morning. We got a lot of things covered today. Morristown West, we've got Maryville, we've got Catholic. We got a lot of show today. Plus, we'll go up to Science Hill and see who Coach Carter is sending off to play at the next level. So make sure you stay right here on Your High School Sports coming up next.
You've just got to get to Gateway Ford Lincoln Mazda in Greenville, online at gatewaydeal.com.
Welcome back to this edition of Your High School Sports. It's signing day once again, and we're with Eddie DeHardo. He is a Green Devil senior, just signed with Coach Torbush's East Tennessee State Buccaneers. Talk a little bit about the process.
The past month, I received many offers, and it's been good kind of stress. But now that I committed to ETSU, all the stress is gone, and it's really happy now. So
was that your number one choice?
Yeah, their academic program. I'm trying to go into nursing, and so with nursing and there being this cool school of medicine, there's no second guess where I had to go.
So what did they talk about as you going in? Will you go in having the chance to play next year?
Oh, yes, sir. The team's really young right now. They've got about 2 sophomores and 1 junior. So they think I can come in and start as a true freshman.
All right, Eddie. Eddie has made that choice to go up and play for Coach Torbush up in Johnson City for the East Tennessee State Buccaneers. Mr. Bryson Knight has joined us now, another Greenville Green Devil that signed on this National Signing Day. Where are you going to school at, sir?
I'm going to the University of the Cumberlands in Williamsburg, Kentucky.
What made you decide to go to the University of Cumberlands?
I just took a visit, and I fell in love instantly. The campus is great, and the atmosphere is great.
Was that your number one choice?
Yes, sir.
Going into a program like that, they usually have a real good football team. Did they give you any increments that you'd get to play next year?
Yes, sir. They were just hinting at that they wanted me to start right guard next year. So.
Right guard next year. So, this 4 years here at Greenville, under Coach Ballard, has that taught you anything to get ready for the next level?
Yes, sir. Coach Ballard's definitely taught me some great work ethics and just great mentalities to have when I go to the next level.
Well, good luck. We'll see you hopefully on Sundays. All right. Then we're with Nick Payne. Nick has just signed with East Tennessee State. Talk about that process, Nick.
There's a lot of factors going into it. My primary decision in doing that was the academic program because I plan on going into something medical, and ETSU is kind of the ideal school for that.
In that process, how many times did you say, I don't know if I want to go there? How many was East Tennessee State your number one choice?
Actually, yeah, but the main issue for me was deciding if I'd want to play or not. And during the season, I was thinking about that in college, and then after football ended, I was kind of man, I wish I could play again. So now I made the decision to go play.
The opportunity to go play for a new upstart program like Coach Torbush's program, going in, I guess you probably had to have the opportunity to play next year.
Yeah, I feel like if I just go there and work as hard as I can, it'll come eventually. I don't really want to brag or anything. Just let that happen.
You're just going to enjoy this day, correct?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Nick Payne, another Greenville High School Green Devil, signing with Coach Torbush's East Tennessee State Buccaneers. We'll be right back here on Your High School Sports right after this.
the right services you need from a name you can trust at Crescent Center Drugs. Whether it's hormone replacement therapy or if you need to update your immunizations for flu, pneumonia, or shingles, Crescent Center Drugs has a professional and friendly staff always ready to take care of you. That's why for many years, Crescent Center Drugs has been your good neighbor pharmacy. Right now, getting your medicine is fast and easy when you sign up for the IVR system. It's simple. Once your prescription is filled, your box is scanned, and you instantly receive a phone call or text for pickup. Visit Crescent Center Drugs inside the Crescent Shopping Center.
Just look at all those freshly made Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm sure it makes you want one or a dozen right now. So come visit our locally owned and operated Krispy Kreme donuts in Pigeon Forge. Our Krispy Kreme donuts are made fresh daily, our service is fast and friendly, and the taste will put a smile on anyone's face. Krispy Kreme is a fundraising favorite, so call us today to help support your school or community fundraising efforts. Our delivery truck is there when you need us. Krispy Kreme Donuts on the Parkway in Pigeon Forge.
Volunteer Chevrolet is your friendly hometown dealership, proudly serving the region for over 20 years. At Volunteer Chevrolet, you'll get great offers on select new vehicles, from Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs. So come see the new look at Volunteer Chevrolet and take advantage of their great deals. Volunteer Chevrolet is still easy to find on 400 Winfield Dunn Parkway, Sevierville. Volunteer Chevrolet is a proud sponsor of YourHighSchoolSports.com, Sevier County.
Welcome back to Your High School Sports. Coach Lamar Brown of Morristown West has joined us now. Coach, exciting day for your guys here at Morristown West.
It is. That's not very often that, a kid comes in as a freshman and through his 4 years he gets to share his dreams and his goals with you, and you get to see that dream become a reality. And these two guys, DeAndre and Calvin, they're not only two of our best football players, but they're two hardest workers we had on the team, and they took care of it in the classroom and outside of school. So it's an exciting time, and I'm proud of them, the way they've represented their program.
With DeAndre going off to Wake Forest, talk about him going off and playing for the Demon Deacons.
Well, that's a great opportunity. Wow, what a great education you can get at Wake Forest, and that's what matters. He's excited. I'm excited for him. All of a sudden, ACC games become real important in Morristown. So I'm excited about getting to see him continue to grow there.
And then Calvin going off to play at Myrtle Beach. If you don't know, fans, that school's right on the beach.
Oh, yes, a great school. They was in the Division I AA semifinals 2 years ago and getting ready to move up to Division I. And, going to the beach to watch a football game is a great thing to do. And Calvin's a great young man, and it's an exciting time to see him grow. And, Calvin's one of those guys that I've watched grow up in this community his whole life. So it's fun, and he's helped open a lot of doors, him and DeAndre both, for kids here in the future.
Well, Coach, we appreciate taking a moment of your time to come over and speak to Your High School Sports, and we'll be getting back with you when football season starts.
Okay, thank you, Roddy.
DeAndre Delaney has joined us now. It's National Signing Day, and you've made a big decision to go off and play football at Wake Forest. Talk about that, young man.
ACC football, big-time prestigious program. Dave Clausen, our head coach, he's done a phenomenal job recruiting. Our recruiting class is tied for school history, being one of the best recruiting classes, and he's done a great job of turning programs around, so that's what I'm looking forward to.
Going to an ACC school, talk about how Morristown West has prepared you for that.
They really enforce the idea of making sure you come to school, you're getting the job done in the classroom, and even outside of that, doing the extra stuff after workouts and stuff, putting in the extra work that you need to get to this level.
Going down there to start next year?
I'm learning a brand new position, safety.
Okay.
So, that's going to take some time to transition into. But I'll find out if I'm redshirting or starting probably about 3 weeks before season kicks off.
Mr. DeAndre Delaney, he is headed off to play for the Demon Deacons next year as a Wake Forest. He'll be down there in September, so make sure you tune your TVs to ACC football next year and catch this young man. Calvin Smith has joined us now. We're at Morristown West, where Calvin is getting ready to sign that letter, that national letter, to go to Coastal Carolina. How's that feel, young man?
It's a great feeling just knowing that I get to continue my dream that I had as a kid playing Division I football. So, nothing feels better than this.
Was that your number one choice?
Absolutely, yes, sir. The coaching staff from day one really believed in me and my talent. So it was a place that felt like home, and I'm excited to continue my next 4 years.
How has Morristown West got you to that point?
The coaching staff, my teammates, family, everything. I mean, they've been so supportive of me, helped me when I needed it, been there through thick and thin, so I really appreciate it.
Let's wrap this last question up. Are you going down there to play?
Yes, sir. Going down there, hopefully get a starting spot. I mean, it's starting over. I'm a freshman again, so it's a whole new journey, and I'm looking forward to it.
Calvin Smith headed off to Coastal Carolina to play football down there next season. We'll be right back.
The revolutionary safety of the Michelin Premier family of tires is now available for more cars, trucks, minivans, and SUVs. So whatever you drive, you can take on wet or slippery roads with confidence mile after mile. Double D Tire can help you take changing weather in stride and save. Double D Tire has been family owned and operated since 1981. Owners Tommy and Flint Carter specialize in tires, alignments, brakes, suspension repairing, and custom wheels. Double D Tire would like to thank all their customers and look forward to serving you in the future.
Gotta get to Gateway.
Get Greene County's only lifetime warranty on these incredible Gateway deals. Late model crossovers like Ford Escapes, GMC Terrains, Jeeps, and Honda CRVs from only $12,900. Gateway Ford Lincoln Mazda in Greenville, online at gatewaydeal.com.
Welcome back to this edition of Your High School Sports. You can notice that one of our co-hosts is not with us this week. Chris Blevins has got away. He got away from the snow, got away from the rain. Chris, where are you at?
I'm in Puerto Rico today, Roddy, and been really enjoying my time away. I miss you guys, and definitely be glad to get back. But I've been in St. Thomas and head down to Turks and Caicos tomorrow. But today I'm enjoying the beautiful 85, 90-degree weather here in Puerto Rico.
Oh man, you're gonna make all of our fans jealous because you got away.
Right. Oh, I'm glad to get away. I know it's still cold there a little bit, and trying to bring some of this sunshine home, I hope.
Hey, tell us about these pictures you've been sending us.
Yeah, well, I was in Puerto Rico here, and of course I can't really get work off of mine, so I went by a place here in Puerto Rico that is called Carmelo Anthony Court. I think he's donated it here. I think Carmelo's actually from around here. I'm able to get by there and check it out a little bit. It looks like a great little place that he's kind of done for the kids, and it's right on the water there. And I guess by looking at the pictures you guys can see now, it just looks like a great place for kids to come and play, and it just kind of goes along with our sports for kids, and it kind of shows you how much sports is really involved all around the world, and it's kind of great to see, and I thought it was good that I was able to send those pictures back, and hopefully you guys at home will be able to see that and just kind of take something from that. But yeah, it was a great atmosphere. I'm glad I got to go by and share that with you guys.
You know, what you hit on, sports for kids, you know how important it is. So all of our fans need to make sure that they go to our website, yourhighschoolsports.com, and get more information about sports for kids. Right, Chris?
Oh, definitely. And just something else, too, I saw today out here. I know that Mr. Delaney from Morristown West also committed to Wake Forest today. I saw his little interview and press conference there today. Just want to say congratulations to him. And then we also have the other guy from Morristown West, Roddy, that went to East Carolina doing that. I thought that was great to see, and want to say congratulations to both of those guys.
We sure do, Chris. But I'm going to get off of here, go jump in the pool and cool off and enjoy your vacation. We'll see you next week.
Sounds good. Y'all have a great rest of the week. We'll see you next week.
All right. Chris Blevins giving us a call from around the nation and a report for Your High School Sports. He's in Puerto Rico and enjoying himself. I'm on the phone now with head coach of the Catholic High School Fighting Irish, Coach Steve Matthews. Coach, you just coming off a great state championship, but you had some kids sign letters of intent this morning. Talk about those young men.
Well, first we have Logan Punch. He's a long snapper going to the University of Tennessee as a preferred walk-on, and he's in an unusual position. His academic scores are so high that he's basically going to college for free, but also with the ability to long snap there for Coach Jones. And he's been great for us. He came into our program in 9th grade at 205 pounds, and now he's 250 pounds his senior year, and just really has turned himself into a great long snapper. And Austin Rowland signed today with ETSU, two-time All-State player, and just been a stalwart for us on the defensive line. I think he'll have a great career there. And we got a kicker, Jake Posabus, still kind of looking around, and it's tough for kickers sometimes. A lot of college coaches come in and grab them a little later, and then a a linebacker, Augie Fortune, who has a really good shot to be a preferred walk-on at Wake Forest, and he's another guy that he's a 34 ACT guy, so he'll end up going to school for free somewhere for his academics, but also wants to play big-time football as well.
Well, that's very good, Coach. Coming into your program this year, you come out and win a state championship. All these 4 players that you're talking about, how much did they impact this season?
Oh, they were huge for us. Especially, you get off to a slow start. Senior leadership is critical, and all 4 of those guys were really, part of the glue of this program, holding it together. And they had been through the attrition of a new coach and everything else, and so they were huge. And all 4 of those guys just did an outstanding job for us all year.
Coach, before we wrap this up, tell us what you're doing in the off season.
Well, right now it's inventorying the equipment and finding out what we need to order, and so we can get it here in time for the season. We're starting to get the calendar together when we're going to start 2-a-days and our padded practices and trying to get scrimmages lined up and things like that. And we're actually going to scrimmage Oakland High School on May 13th at UT's indoor complex, which will be a neat thing. I've just solidified that about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. And so we're getting excited. Lifting weights in the off season is critical for us, and so the guys are working hard.
All right. Well, Coach Steve Matthews, head coach of the Catholic Fighting Irish out of Knoxville. He just had a great signing class. Coach, we'll talk to you soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I really appreciate you guys having me on.
Hey, when we come back, we're going to catch up and see what's going on around the East Tennessee area with all of more of your signing day. It's National Signing Day right here on Your High School Sports. We'll be right back.
I never thought I'd get into the car business or work with my dad, but some things you just shouldn't pass up, like our Carefree car deal with upfront pricing below the factory invoice and our lifetime powertrain warranty. You've just got to get to Gateway Ford Lincoln Mazda in Greenville, online at gatewaydeal.com.
Lee's Total Health Pharmacy. We specialize in your good health. Our 725 Parkway location offers a full-service pharmacy with a large selection of quality home medical equipment, from sports braces to wheelchairs, and a stock variety selection of home care products to assist you daily. Health education classes and a Take Charge weight program are available. Lee's Total Health Pharmacy. We specialize in your good health.
The revolutionary safety of the Michelin Premier family of tires is now available for more cars, trucks, minivans, and SUVs. So whatever you drive, you can take on wet or slippery roads with confidence mile after mile. Double D Tire can help you take changing weather in stride and save. Double D Tire has been family owned and operated since 1981. Owners Tommy and Flint Carter specialize in tires, alignments, brakes, suspension repairing, and custom wheels. Double D Tire would like to thank all their customers and look forward to serving you in the future.
Gotta get to Gateway.
Get Greene County's only lifetime warranty on these incredible Gateway deals. 2014 minivans like Town & Country's, Honda Odysseys, and Dodge Caravans from $19,900. Gateway Ford Lincoln Mazda in Greenville, online at gatewaydeal.com.
Welcome back to Your High School Sports. This is Bart Lyon, and we're at Scienceville High School today for National Signing Day. We have plenty of Hilltoppers that are going to sign today, and here are just a few. I'm here with Jordan Holly. Jordan just signed with Walter State Community College, two-sport athlete at Science Hill, but chose to go the baseball route at Walter State. Jordan, what was the reason why you chose Walter State and the baseball route?
Well, it's always been a dream to play college baseball. It's something that I've always wanted since I was little, and I love football, and I don't regret anything about playing football, but I always knew that I wanted to play college baseball, and Walter State just presented a really good opportunity for me to go down there and have a lot of success.
Stand out both on the baseball diamond and the gridiron. He'll be missed at Scienceville High School. Going to Walter State Community College, Jordan Holly. I'm here with outside linebacker Brett Marcus, also known as Sunshine. He's heading up to play for Case Western Reserve University, play a little football. And what was your reason why you chose that college?
Mainly because of the academic standard that college has. It's a very high-ranked university, and I feel like I can get a great education there and prepare for my future, and I can still play football.
No, the thing about Brett is not only is he a big-time football player, he's a standout in the classroom as well. Works hard, second to none when it comes as far as academics, and he will be missed again on the gridiron at Science Hill. Brett, thank you and best of luck.
Thank you.
Heading to East Tennessee State University, defensive back, wide receiver Elijah Mathis. And Elijah, you had plenty of opportunities to go different places. What led you to stay with Coach Torbush and to stay at home at East Tennessee State?
I just wanted to go over there and help out the program. And when I took my official visit, the players there just made me feel like I was at home and just made me feel like I was already a part of the team. So I just felt something different there, and I liked it.
Have they taught you about playing on the offensive side of the ball or defensive side of the ball?
They said mainly offense. That's it. That's all.
Well, I hope they realize what they got as far as your ability as far as returning punts, returning kicks. Elijah Mathis, number 25 for Science Hill, big-time football player. And one good thing about that is we'll still be in Johnson City and we'll still get to check out Elijah on Saturdays. Thanks, Elijah.
Sir, thank you.
We're here with pitcher for the Lady Toppers softball team, Chloe Anna Smith, heading to Daytona to play a little softball down in Daytona, Florida. And what made you want to go all the way to Daytona, Florida to play softball?
Well, the campus is beautiful, and when I went on my official visit, the team, they just made me feel at home, and they're a really good program, and I love it down there.
Well, I tell you, I've got to witness your work ethic for about the last half year, and I've been very impressed. She's a standout in softball, and she's also a great young lady in the community. Also big-time standout in the classroom as well. How has your family helped you as far as reach your goal of getting a scholarship?
Well, they've always been so supportive, and they just give me everything I need and push me, and they've always been there, and I think that's the biggest thing.
All right, we're definitely going to miss her on the softball diamond. She's also a standout Kent Murphy alumnus too. She's been to Kent Murphy softball camps, and she will be missed heading to Daytona, Florida. Thank you. Heading to Walter State Community College to play volleyball, Abby Higgins. Abby, two sports standout at Science Hill, both softball and volleyball, and I've had the opportunity to keep up with you in both sports. What made you lead to the decision to go to Walter State?
Well, after I visited a couple colleges, Walter State just stood out to me. All the players were so nice, and the campus was small and not too big, kind of like controlled atmosphere, and I just liked it. And it also has a good educational program for what I'm going into physical therapy. So
excellent. Any chance to see you on the softball diamond at Walter State?
No.
Softball cleats are hanging them up?
Yes.
All right. Well, again, she's another athlete that's definitely going to be missed on the softball field and the volleyball court. Heading to Walter State, this is Abby Higgins. Here with big Quentin Alabokas heading to Chattanooga. Quentin, you had plenty of opportunities to sign at different schools. What made you want to be a Mock?
I guess the way they do things down there, it's magnificent, unbelievable how hard they work, how hard they train to, win SoCon championships, and they're on the brink of winning the national championship. And I said, that's the perfect spot for me, man. They were ranked in the top 10 FCS schools in the nation, and I was like, wow, what a place to be. My friend Malcolm's there. I love the coaches, especially Coach Huseman, Coach Bailey, my new D-line coach, and also my recruiting coach, Coach Haar. I'm looking forward to being down there. That family is one heck of a family, and I'm excited I'm glad to become a part of it. So.
Well, we're awful proud of you. The effort you've put forth on the practice field. He moved in here as an 8th grader and wasn't eligible to play in games, but he still practiced every day. And he was a scout team running back. He came up to Science Hill. He's played 4 years for the Hilltoppers, done a great job. Hey, going to Chattanooga, you're going to get an opportunity to play against Elijah Mathis, who's at East Tennessee State, and Mikey White at Western Carolina. How do you think about those matchups with those two former Hilltoppers?
Oh, just because they're my friend and all doesn't mean I'm not going to treat them any different. I mean, I'm going to lay the hammer down when it's game time, so they better not hope that I'm going to be, being easy or taking it easy on them. I mean, we're rivals now, so,
I'll tell you what, we're awful proud of Mikey, we're awful proud of you, and we're awful proud of Elijah and all the Toppers that signed today. with yourhighschoolsports.com. This is Bart Lyon. We're going to toss it over to Carter County to see who's signing national letters of intent at Carter County right now.
Hello, I'm Chris Reddick reporting for Carter County, Tennessee, giving you the latest on the signings here in Carter County. We're going to first start off in Cloudland. Cloudland had an outstanding year with a few outstanding athletes, one by the name of quarterback Austin Whitehead. Austin Whitehead is going to be going to Cumberland in Kentucky. Let's move on into Hampton. Well, at this time, a few people are being looked at, but we're going to talk about the commitments of Hampton a little bit later. We're going into Elizabeth, and they have, of course, a few outstanding athletes. Two are going to be committing a little bit later, but we do have Mr. Preston Whitehead, outstanding linebacker. He's going to be staying here in the area, and he's going to East Tennessee State University. And speaking of East Tennessee State University, we had a chance to catch up with head coach Torbush at Bristol Motor Speedway last week, where they announced the big game between East Tennessee State University and Western Carolina at Bristol Motor Speedway, the week after the big game between University of Tennessee and Virginia Tech. Well, you know, recruiting is always big, and you always do your best to try to recruit kids. And now, you know, they're going to probably use Bristol Motor Speedway and that game as a way to recruit kids. So we had a chance to catch up and get some comments from head coach Torbush. You know, recruiting being always a challenge. What's this do for recruiting for ETSU?
Well, probably if it had been about 2 months ago, it might have helped a little bit more. But, you know, everybody has just about made their decisions now. There's several, and I feel sure it's going to sway 2 or 3. We've got a recruiting weekend this weekend, and it may be the difference maker. Who knows? But I know this. If I had a chance to go somewhere that I knew that university was going to play football in the Bristol Motor Speedway, that would be an influence on my decision. And when you take into account of that, also the great academics we have, the great location we have with our this part of the country, there's no negatives. So, you know, obviously what's going on right now, it couldn't be any better. And I think this will, as hard as our players are working, I think now that they know this is happening, they may work a little bit harder. Who knows?
I never thought I'd get into the car business or work with my dad, but some things you just shouldn't pass up, like our carefree car deal with upfront pricing below the factory invoice and our lifetime powertrain warranty. You've just got to get to Gateway Ford Lincoln Mazda in Greenville, online at gatewaydeal.com.
Just look at all those freshly made Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm sure it makes you want one or a dozen right now. So come visit our locally owned and operated Krispy Kreme donuts in Pigeon Forge. Our Krispy Kreme donuts are made fresh daily, our service is fast and friendly, and the taste will put a smile on anyone's face. Krispy Kreme is a fundraising favorite, so call us today to help support your school or community fundraising efforts. Our delivery truck is there when you need us. Krispy Kreme Donuts on the Parkway in Pigeon Forge.
Volunteer Chevrolet is your friendly hometown dealership, proudly serving the region for over 20 years. At Volunteer Chevrolet, you'll get great offers on select new vehicles, from Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs. So come see the new look at Volunteer Chevrolet and take advantage of their great deals. Volunteer Chevrolet is still easy to find on 400 Winfield Dunn Parkway, Sevierville. Volunteer Chevrolet is a proud sponsor of YourHighSchoolSports.com, Sevier County.
Lee's Total Health Pharmacy. We specialize in your good health. Our 725 Parkway location offers a full-service pharmacy with a large selection of quality home medical equipment, from sports braces to wheelchairs, and a stock varied selection of home care products to assist you daily. Health education classes and a Take Charge weight program are available. Lee's Total Health Pharmacy. We specialize in your good health.
Get the right services you need from a name you can trust at Crescent Center Drugs. Whether it's hormone replacement therapy or if you need to update your immunizations for flu, pneumonia, or shingles, Crescent Center Drugs has a professional and friendly staff, always ready to take care of you. That's why for many years, Crescent Center Drugs has been your good neighbor pharmacy. Right now, getting your medicine is fast and easy when you sign up for the IVR system. It's simple. Once your prescription is filled, your box is scanned, and you instantly receive a phone call or text for pickup. Visit Crescent Center Drugs inside the Crescent Shopping Center.
Well, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we are out of time for this episode of Your High School Sports. On behalf of Roddy Woods, on behalf of Bart Lyon, and our good friend Chris Blevins, who's enjoying the beautiful weather in Puerto Rico, I'm Chris Reddick, and thank you for watching Your High School Sports.
You've just got to get to Gateway Ford Lincoln Mazda in Greenville, online at gatewaydeal.com.